สวัสดีครับ Greetings from Bangkok once again Kasit Piromya during the beginning of the second half of the month of August 2026 and this time I would like to look west a bit into the Indian subcontinent and I'm somewhat in awe and with some admiration even because overall democracy in the Indian subcontinent is much more advanced than in the Southeast Asian region. Practically every country on the Indian subcontinent is democratic. And what is most important of all is the fact that three countries that have gone through so much of the social and political upheaval, abuses of powers and so on, namely Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bangladesh, have now settled down in a democratic setting with elected leaders. And the three governments are doing more or less well in the administration of the country and in leading of the country forward. There are many challenges like the adaptation of the AI technology to everyday's life and commercial activities, the expansion of infrastructure and public utilities, the improvement on the services of the bureaucracy, and so on. The ensurance of good governance in the country. But so far, so good. Democracy has returned to this country and is moving hand in hand, more or less with good governance, with political leadership that are dedicated to the country at large. But looking back onto Southeast Asia, we still have the absolute monarchy in Bhutan, in Brunei. The facto military government in Burma, a one family rule in Cambodia, two communist states, namely Laos and Vietnam. Quite an unstable democracy in Thailand, struggling between the more progressive thinkers and the more traditional oriented entities and so on. Malaysia is still challenging itself with discriminatory practices between the Muslim Malay people and the citizens of Chinese and Indian background. Indonesia leadership has not been able to give a clear and firm direction to the advancement of the country, showing more of the inexperiencedness of the leadership at the moment. The Philippines is still struggle with the political powers remain in the hands of a few political dynasties and so on. Only East Timor seems to be very outstanding in terms of democratic viability. So Southeast Asia region still has a lot to do in order to transform itself in the democratic direction and to follow suit the achievements and the advancements so far of countries in the Indian subcontinent. It's the collective work for all of us in Southeast Asia. Just simply to say that if countries in the Indian subcontinent can do it as democratic entities, why not we do so in Southeast Asian region? A food for thought for all of us. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ